This is a part of accounting process. This journalize the following transactions. The year is 2016, March, 2nd March. Commenced business with cash. That is started business with cash. Okay. So look at the probable journal entries. Cash is coming in and you're starting up a business, so that's your capital. So cash account debit to capital. 2,50,000. Narration being cash brought in capital. Being cash brought in as capital by the owner or by the proprietor. Okay. Then purchased 4th March, purchased furniture for cash. Okay, so this is an asset. Asset is purchased. Asset is real account. Debit what comes in. Cash is also real account. Credit what furniture account debit to cash. B furniture purchase for cash. Okay. Next, on 4th again, there is cash purchase. But यहाँ कुछ बोला नहीं. Cash purchase मतलब what is it is purchase of goods, raw material. So journal entry, purchase account debit to cash. The cash purchase is recorded. The cash purchase is recorded. Next, deposited withdrawn. What? Obviously cash. So here two important things are on cash and next is bank. Cash is real account and bank is personal account. Yes. Okay. Yeah. The bank is the receiver of benefit. Bring from proprietor policy. Proprietor के हिसाब से उसके बिजनेस से कैश बाहर गया और किसके अंदर गया बैंक में गया. Bank is the receiver. So personal account debit the receiver, credit the goes of cash. Next, purchase from patent. Obviously now when his name is given, so this is a credit purchase. Okay, it's a credit purchase because the name of the party is mentioned. Okay, so purchase account debit to patent. Purchase account debit to patent. Okay, being goods purchased on credit. Narration will be lighter and pay sweeter. Next, sold to Natarajan for cash. So this is which entry? Cash sales. Yes. Cash is coming in, real account, debit what comes in, to sales account. Okay, debit what comes in, to credit what goes out. What is going out? Goods are going out. Okay, so मैंने last lecture भी बोला था goods लिखो या purchase sales को bifurcate करो चलता है. In this sum, there is no opening balance given जहाँ पे goods versus mentioned, so you can write purchase and sales as the corresponding word to goods. Okay. Next. Stationery purchased. Stationery is what? It's an expense. Printing and stationery, it is an expense. So which rule will follow? Nominal account. account क्या बोलता है? Debit the expenses and credit the incomes. So let's do that. 7th March. Stationery account debit to cash. Cash is going out. Credit what goes out. Cash is real account and stationery is nominal account. Okay, ये सब छोटी छोटी चीजें याद रखो या MCQs में. Stationery is part of which type of account? It's a nominal account. Nominal account golden rule debit the expense. Cash is what? Real account. Real account rule is debit what comes and credit what goes. Next, on 7th again, there is purchase from Salil. The Salil का नाम दिया, party name is given, means it's a credit purchase. Okay, so purchase account में what goods is coming in. बराबर. Real account का क्या rule है? Debit what comes in. So purchase account debit to Salil. Receiver, giver of funds. Salil का नाम, Salil is a personal account. Personal account का rule क्या है? Debit the receiver, credit the giver of benefit. Okay. So like that we have identified. So even if any student writes goods to Salil, absolutely correct. Next, again on 7, sold goods to Mukherjee. Again his name is given and the party name is given, so this is the cricket sales. Okay, so Mukherjee है, यह डेटा. So goods बेचा मतलब डेटा है. सलील कौन? पहला वाला एग्जाम्पल, सलील इसमें सप्लायर, इससे गुड्स लेते हुए सप्लायर होता है और लोन फॉर इट एज क्रेडिटर. And people to whom you sell goods are known as debtors or known as customers. Okay, so they are which account? They are obviously personal account. Personal account का क्या रूल है? Debit the receiver. मुखर्जी को goods मिला, right? Yeah. Two. Goods account. Goods account is what? Real. Real account says credit what goes out. Okay, think from the businessman's point of view. For him, goods are going out. Mukherjee is a third party क्योंकि उसको क्रेडिट पे सेल्स किया है, तो नाम तो आएगा क्रेडिटर और इन्वेंटिव. Next, rent for 2 years paid in advance. Okay, rent is paid in advance, so this is known as prepaid rent. Okay, it's a prepaid rent. Prepaid rent is an asset. Assets are debit credits. Okay, to cash. What is going out when you are giving rent in advance? Credit what goes out. Cash is going out. Real account. Okay. Prepaid account पे किस कौन सा व्यू चलता है? Prepaid rent account. Personal. Because when you prepay rent, you are paying to some party. You are paying to a person. Rent is paid to a person. Say your landlord. Okay, where तुम्हारा premises is on rental basis, so you are paying rent to the landlord. The landlord is a personal account. He is personal in nature. Yes, so debit the receiver. This is the logic in prepaid rent. Same logic is for outstanding rent also. Is this part clear? Prepaid wala technology in the chat box. Prepaid wala part is clear. Prepaid rent is which type of account? Personal. Okay. Please don't look at the word rent. We will put it in nominal account. I know that many students do that same mistake. Okay. Prepaid rent is not a nominal account. It is a treated as a personal. Yes. Debit the receiver. Next, drawings by the proprietor for household expense 4,000 rupees. Okay, purely लिखा है ना drawings है obviously, and that is also for his personal use. उसके खुद के घर का खर्चे के लिए he has taken money from the business. And what else he has done? Goods taken out by the proprietor for domestic use. Domestic use is again his personal expense. उसका खुद का खर्चा. So this will go under drawings. So again, drawings account debit to cash and now this drawings is in terms of goods. जो ऊपर वाला drawings है that is in terms of cash. Okay, ऊपर वाला drawings is in terms of cash. Correct. What is written? Drawings by the proprietor for the household expense. So that is, this is cash we paid here, right? And drawings in terms of goods. So there are two types of drawings. So one you have done drawings in cash, and once you have done drawings in terms of kind, मतलब goods लिया है cash की जगह पे. So what will be the journal entry? Yeah, drawings account debit. Again, drawings में कौन सा रूल चलता है? Drawings account is which account? Which type of account? It is a personal account. Okay, yeah, drawing is a personal account. So what is a personal account? We debit the receiver. Okay, yeah. And cash is which? Real account. Credit for household. Purchase is which account? Obviously real account, because goods there ना. तुम सोचोगे इधर purchase क्यों लिखा है? It should be goods. You can write goods. Goods taken out by the proprietor for domestic use. I mean, students, be specific. Here you write two goods. Goods withdrawn by proprietor, but also you can write. Drawings account debit to cash to goods withdrawn by proprietor. That word also you can write. Okay. You purchase or no purchase. Okay. Yeah, this one. It should be goods. You can write it like this: goods withdrawn by proprietor. Or goods withdrawn whichever. Students, यहाँ purchase नहीं आएगा. हम say this is the obviously an error. You can write your sales or you can write goods withdrawn. Okay, real account for rulings. Next, cash withdrawn from bank. Great. So which are the two important entries? Cash is a real account, and bank is a personal account. Real account, debit what comes in, personal account, credit with the giver of benefit. Next, sold to Mathur on credit. Obviously, Mathur का नाम दे दिया और वैसे भी credit दे दिया. It's a credit sales. Okay. So Mathur is my debtor party. So debtor मतलब personal account का क्या रूल है, डेबिट और रिसीव है. Then to sales मतलब goods sold किया, which means real account है, credit for goes out. Next, purchase made through check. Okay. Payment made through check. Purchase is made and payment was made through check. Check means I'll include bank into picture. Purchase account debit. Purchase means what I have purchased goods. Goods means real account. Real account means what is the golden rule? Debit what? Cancel. 2. My payment is through a check. That is my bank. Next, cash received from party on account. Okay, cash and party, two important people. Okay, cash is what? Real account. Real account क्या बोलता है? Debit what? Party कौन है? Party is personal account. Personal account क्या बोलता है? Credit the giver of benefit. Okay. Next, cash paid to Salim. Okay, cash and Salim are two important things here. Okay, in a transaction, there are two important things that you have to identify and don't picture it out. It is which type of account. Once you know it is which type of account, then try to apply the golden rule of accounts. Okay, you will automatically get the change. Apply deduction 1300. Okay, and what is the amount? 24,700 and discount is of 1,400. ठीक है, तो ये कैश डिस्काउंट है. Yes, कैश डिस्काउंट दिखाना चाहिए. ट्रेड डिस्काउंट नहीं दिखेगा, बट कैश दिख जाएगा. ओके, या सलीम, राइट? टू सलीम इज अ पर्सनल अकाउंट. ओके, पर्सनल अकाउंट का रूल क्या है? डेबिट का सीधा. ओके, कैश, व्हाट इज कैश? रियल अकाउंट. रियल अकाउंट का क्या रूल है? डेबिट का दोस्त. अभी सुनो, सलीम, टू सलीम, I have got a cash discount, right? Cash paid to Salim. I was supposed to pay to Salim how much? 24,700. And he told me he will pay 1,300 less. Why? Because I am paying him cash. So I got a cash discount in this case. So this cash discount. So the third element in the question is discount. Okay? So discount is what? Discount is a nominal expense. Is a nominal what you call account. Discount is nominal. तो नॉमिनल का रूल क्या है? डेबिट क्या करोगे? एक्सपेंस को, और क्रेडिट क्या करोगे? प्रॉफिट या इनकम. बराबर. ओके, तो इधर मुझे क्या हुआ? तो मुझे प्रॉफिट हुआ है, यहाँ से क्रेडिट करूँ. ओके, सी हियर discount. You can even write to cash discount. That is where also you can write. You can even write to discount received account, or you can just write to discount. Okay. So discount is what? It's a nominal account. Nominal account में debit the expense and credit the profit or income. Okay. Got this point clear? Is this transaction clear? To Salim, personal account. What is cash? Real account. What is discount? Nominal account. So accordingly, apply the golden rules and your journal entry is filled. Okay. Next, cash received from Mathur in full settlement of his account. Okay, so what is important here? Cash is important and Mathur. Okay, yeah. In full settlement of his account 9750. So, come to yeah. Okay. Now first I'll have to see Mathur से हमको लेना कितना. Okay. So I'll have to check where is Mathur. ये रहा. See 10th का entry Mathur का. can show this. Yeah. See this 10th entry Mathur. How much I am supposed to receive from Mathur? Mathur को मैंने goods बेचा है ना तो मुझे पैसा मिलेगा. So 9850. How much is he paying me? 9750. So 100 rupees less. बराबर ना? So that's a discount which is offered. Correct? Yeah. So 9850 का उसने मुझे कितना दिया? 9750. तो उसको डिस्काउंट मिला है ऑब्वियसली. इससे पता whenever there is full settlement now, okay, so that means some discount element is there, whether it is debit credit, that you have to do it according to the question. ठीक है, तो 100 का डिस्काउंट है. डिस्काउंट इज व्हाट? नॉमिनल अकाउंट. नॉमिनल अकाउंट will debit the expenses and losses, credit the incomes and gains. Okay, so just think, I am the businessman, I am supposed to receive money, I received 100 rupees less. So it's a loss to me. So I will debit discount. Okay. So right here, 17th, cash real account, debit what comes in 9750. Discount nominal account, debit the expenses or losses. So this is the last 100 rupees coming to obviously. To Mathur. Who is Mathur? Mathur is the debtor. I mean, he's a personal account, and personal account credit the giver of benefit. He has given. Is this clear? Acknowledge it in the chat box. Okay. Next. Next is 18th one. Mukherjee became insolvent. A dividend of 50 paise in a rupees received. Okay, great. Let me check who is Mukherjee. So Mukherjee ke sath I had done a transaction on 7th. I had sold goods to him. That means Mukherjee is my debtor. Okay. मतलब मुझे इससे पैसा मिलना चाहिए था, कम मिला. How much money I am supposed to take from him? 8080. But how much he is able to pay me? Only 4040. Okay? Yeah. See. Cash. उसने मुझे 4040 पे किया ना. Real account. Debit what comes in. Okay? अब इधर नुकसान हुआ है. That is nominal. Debit the expenses and losses. This is a loss. Okay? Nominal account. Yeah. कितने का नुकसान हुआ है? He was able to pay me only 50% of it. 50 पैसे में रुपये मतलब 1 rupee is 100 पैसा. Correct? हाँ. So 50 divided by 100 makes us 50%. और कितना मिलने वाला था उसे? 8080. So the difference 4040 is less. Mukherjee. Who is Mukherjee? Mukherjee is personal account. Personal account मतलब debit the receiver and credit the giver of benefit. Okay. And again saying the same things for each and every transaction. It is very important. I am writing also it is which account. Because these all things will be asked in exam. You should know which type of account cash is, which type of account bad debts is, which type of account say outstanding is, prepaid is, all that. Next, purchase of a scooter for cash. Scooter is not asset. Asset is purchased. Okay. Asset is what? Asset is a real account. याद रखना. And cash. Okay. 18th. 18th. Scooter, asset. Asset is a real account. Debit what comes in. To cash is also a real account. Credit what goes out. Next. Sold goods to Agarwal. Okay, name of उसका नाम दिया है, मतलब it's a credit sales. Agarwal is my debtor, also known as customer, and sales to Nayak. Again, this is also credit sales because name of the party is given, because it's a credit transaction. 20th, Agarwal, Nayak. Who are these two? Which type of account? Personal account. Debit the receiver. To sales. What is sales? Obviously, which sales? Goods का sale करते हैं ना आप. Goods is what? Real account. Real account. Debit what comes in. Credit what goes out. So your goods are gone out. Next. 24th. Cartage paid in cash. Cartage and cash. Two important things. Yeah. You have to search only two important things. There may be third or fourth element also, but you have to search for that. Yeah. So 24th, cartage. Cartage is what? Nominal. Okay. So nominal का क्या rule है? Debit the expenses or losses. So what is cartage? Cartage is an expense. Okay, it's an expense which is paid on goods. Okay, and cash. Cash is what? Real account. Credit what goes. So nominal expense is nominal account रूल में expense loss शुरू होता है. आपको समझना है कि जो आपने डेबिट किया है एज द नॉमिनल अकाउंट वो एक्सपेंस है या वो लॉस है. जैसे बैड डेट्स वो also nominal account type of nominal account. There it was a loss. I debited. That was the reason. Cartage here is not a loss, it's an expense. Next. Yeah, repairs to scooter, पेमेंट नॉट येट made. ठीक है. रिपेयर्स टू स्कूटर, अगर स्कूटर लिया है, एसेट परचेज किया है, तो उसका रिपेयर्स एंड मेंटेनेंस भी तो करना पड़ता है. ओके. हम एसी खरीदते हैं, उसका रिपेयर्स एंड मेंटेनेंस करवाते हैं ना एनुअली. गाड़ी खरीदते हैं, उसका सर्विसिंग करवाते हैं ना पीरियडिकली आफ्टर 3 months. या राइट. साल में 3-4 बार गाड़ी सर्विस होती है, तो व्हाट आर दीज रिपेयर्स. Okay, so it is a part of your when you purchase asset, it comes post purchase as an asset. Okay, so repairs. So what is repairs? Nominal. Nominal का rule है expense or loss debit, and repairs is what? It is not a loss, it's an expense. Repair and maintenance is an expense in connection to maintenance of the fixed asset. Okay. And not yet paid matlab repairs is outstanding. It is not yet paid, so repairs is outstanding. Okay, so what did I tell you? Repairs and maintenance आप जिससे भी करवाते हो, he is a party. Okay, so you have a Maruti car and if you are giving it for servicing, so to Maruti, so you will pay the servicing cost to Maruti. Okay, yeah, that way. So repairs outstanding means, yeah, it is what, don't look at the word repairs and put it in nominal. Repairs outstanding is personal type of account, and personal account credit the giver. Okay, yes, this is the understanding. अभी prepaid का भी मैंने बताया था ना, prepaid rent, prepaid salary. Yes, so it is something that you pay to a person. Prepaid rent landlord को pay करते हैं. प्रीपेड सैलरी, तो आप अपने यहाँ जो एम्प्लॉई है उसको वो प्रीपेड सैलरी और एडवांस में सैलरी इसके लिए पर्सन. Is it clear? Payment not yet getting paid, obviously outstanding. Next, payment for of cash for petrol. Okay. 26th. Okay. So petrol expense obviously. Petrol फिर पैसा दिया. So petrol is what? Petrol expense normally. Normally का क्या rule है? Expenses or losses should be debit. So petrol is expense is not a loss, it is an expense. Okay, cash. Cash is what? Real account. Real account, credit what goes out. Next, purchase goods for cash. Okay, this one is easy. Purchase goods for cash. 26. What have you purchased? Goods obviously. Goods are not real account. Debit what comes in? Cash. Cash is not again real account. Credit what goes. Next, purchase of office equipment for cash. Office equipment is an asset. Yes. Office equipment is what? Asset. Asset means real account. Debit what comes in. Cash, real account. Credit what goes out. Next, repairs bill paid in cash. Okay. So the two important elements are this repairs and cash. Okay. Now see, this repairs 24 ये आउटस्टैंडिंग था, इसको तुमने पे कर दिया. तो रिपेयर्स आउटस्टैंडिंग अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश अकाउंट. ये आउटस्टैंडिंग था ना 24 को, इसको तुमने अभी पे कर दिया. दिस इज पर्सनल अकाउंट. डेबिट द रिसीवर. कैश रियल अकाउंट. Credit what goes out. On 24th, there was an outstanding of repairs bill, which you paid on 27th. That means in the set of, see, 170 पे करना था, 27th पे पे करना. Okay, clear? 24th को there was an outstanding repair bill which you paid on 27th. So outstanding repair is personal account, debit the receiver. Okay. So the last thing that I have discussed with you was this repair bills. Just look at that. Yeah, so this is what I have discussed. Repair bill paid in cash. Okay, and there was a transaction related to this repairs cut on 24th. Okay, where they have said the payment is not yet made, means repairs was outstanding. Okay, yeah. So on 27th, the outstanding bill you have paid. 24th को जो outstanding था वो तुमने पे कर दिया. ठीक है, ये देखो. The repair outstanding account debit to cash. So what did I tell you? Repairs outstanding prepaid expense, outstanding expenses, they are what? Which type of account? They are personal account. Personal account ka what is the rule? Debit the receiver and credit the giver. Yeah. So because repairs your it is outstanding, तो आप किसी पार्टी को पे कर रहे हो, बराबर ना? जैसे outstanding wages, you're paying it to a person, a laborer, a employee. So it's a personal account. Okay. Yeah. Now coming on to the next part. On 28th, Agarwal returned goods. Okay, so check करो. Agarwal returned goods बोला ना, तो on 20th there was a sales to Agarwal. So if on 28th he is returning it back to who, that means it is a sales return. Okay, sales return में what is happening? Goods are coming back to. Yeah. So goods is what? Real account. Real account says debit what comes in. Okay, yeah. Agarwal. Agarwal is which account? Personal account. Credit the giver of benefit. We gave you the goods, right? Yeah, back. Okay, now I'm audible. Now I'm audible. Next, come to next. Next is okay, depreciation on furniture, okay, and depreciation on scooter. They both are assets. Okay, so depreciation charge करना है. Depreciation is which account? Nominal. Okay, yes, it's nominal. Nominal का what is the rule? Debit the expenses and credit the incomes. Okay, depreciation is what? Depreciation is a wear and tear. Yeah, it's an expense which is non-cash. Okay, it's an expense, but it is a non-cash expense. मतलब जैसे salary है, salary paid बोला तो cash is going out of my pocket. But the depreciation बोला तो it is an expense which is not going out of my pocket. But this is an expense. I treated it as an expense because it is done in connection to what do you call of your fixed assets. Okay. आपने फिक्स्ड एसेट यूज किया ना, वेयर एंड टेयर हुआ ना उसका, तो उसके कनेक्शन में डेप्रिसिएशन प्रोवाइड हो रहा है. Correct. Debit the expense, of which expense this is a non-cash expense. Yes. So depreciation account debit to furniture. Furniture is not real account. Real account credit what goes out. Okay. Now you will think furniture where it is going out. Furniture is not going out. But पहले तुमने फर्नीचर खरीदा था ना, फर्नीचर अकाउंट डेबिट टू कैश की एंट्री पास किया था, फिर अभी तुमने फर्नीचर यूज किया, वेयर एंड टेयर हुआ उसका, अब तुमने डेप्रिसिएशन पास किया, अब इसको सेट ऑफ कर रहे हो डेप्रिसिएशन की फर्नीचर दिस प्रोजेक्ट. ओके, क्लियर? नेक्स्ट इज स्कूटर. Same logic, depreciation account debit to scooter. So when you purchase scooter, that time what entry did you pass? Scooter account debit to cash, right? And now when you are using the scooter and you're charging depreciation for this, when do you charge depreciation? When you are Doing a wear and tear of the asset. You are using the asset means there is a wear and tear. Then depreciation to scooter. Okay, debit and then credit. So that it gets settled. Next, salary to clerk outstanding. Okay, salary is not nominal. Okay, and it is outstanding salary. Even if they don't write clerk, it is understood. Salary is outstanding. Okay, now let us go back to this. Again, I'll tell you the same thing I'll be repeating here. Yeah, salary is not nominal. Nominal account का rule is what? Debit the expenses or losses. So salary is an expense to me, right? Yeah. Rules, outstanding salary. Outstanding salary is what? Yeah, it's not a personal account. Don't look at the word salary and take it as personal. Sorry, take it as nominal. Salary outstanding is a personal account. Personal account here, that is the receiver. Okay, yeah. It is payable to him. Huh? Receiver is right now not the receiver, but future में he will be the receiver. So it's payable. आज नहीं दे रही हूँ उसको सैलरी, तो आज मैं दूँगी payable. Next, adjustment of month's outstanding rent. मतलब outstanding rent. Same treatment. Same treatment. It's gonna be same treatment. Rent. What do we treat rent as? Nominal. It's a nominal account. Okay, nominal account rule, debit for expenses. So debit for 2, outstanding rent. Rent outstanding or outstanding rent is one and the same thing. Okay, and I said rent आप किसको pay करते हो? जो भी आपका landlord है, तो that landlord is what is a person. So it's a personal account and उसको salary payable है. Okay, it's payable salary, outstanding. अभी उसको मिला नहीं तो मिल जाए. Receivable. For the landlord understand, here is a payable. Next, bank charges for the month. Okay, so bank charges are obviously paid. Bank charges for the month. Bank charges is what? Bank charges is which account? No. अगर सिर्फ बैंक होगा तो it is personal. Bank charges मतलब expensive. Okay, it's nominal account, so debit the expenses. Okay, to bank. Bank is the bank charges for the month. Okay, they have not said it is payable. I mean it is paid. Paid word नहीं किया, that means it is payable. So bank will be credit. Personal account. Okay, बैंक को पेएबल है. हमने अभी तक पे नहीं किया है. बैंक चार्जेस हमारे बैंक पे डेबिट हो गया है 5 रुपया. ठीक है. Next, interest on capital. Okay. Next, Same way, salary to be credited to proprietor. Okay, salary to proprietor. Interest on capital. Debit. Salary to proprietor. Salary to proprietor. Why it is debit? Because it's an expense. Okay. Cheap. Businessmen and business are treated two distinct identities. Okay, yeah. So business gives money to the proprietor. Okay, so proprietor is the receiver. So proprietor का नाम I cannot write. Huh? In my books I cannot write my name. So the term used is salary to proprietor. अगर आप बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देखो तो बिजनेस के लिए तो खर्चा है, सैलरी प्रोप्राइटर को सैलरी देना, तो बोथ आर ट्रीटेड एज टू डिस्टिंक्ट identities. Yeah. And salary is nominal. It's an expense. Debit. This interest element is also nominal. It's an expense from business point of view. Debit. And the last one. Salil agrees to take some defective goods purchased from him and immediately refunds the money. So Salil के साथ वो transaction we had. There was a purchase on 7th from Salil, and on 31st he agrees that he will take the defective goods. So this is purchase return. Okay. And he gave the refund also. That means cash has come in. This is real account. Debit what comes in. And purchase return. So what is return? Goods are returned. Goods is also real. Credit what comes out. Yeah. So is it clear till here? But there is no waiting room locked, Akash. Waiting room to open, I mean, it's not locked by me. Open किया है मैंने. Okay. So accounting process का this was first step where you just journalize. Okay. Yeah. Very comprehensive sum, very nice sum. बहुत सारे transactions है इसमें. So अगर आप 4-5 सम करने जाओगे उससे अच्छा ये एक सम रिवाइज करोगे. This is better. Okay. Now next I want to go over the second process, accounting process, the second part of the ledger. Okay. So let us come to this question. Journalize the following transactions, post them into ledger, and balance the accounts in the books of Mr. Rajesh. So Rajesh is a proprietor. So 2015 1st January started business with cash. मतलब वो capital लेके आया. Yes. ठीक है. So 1st January cash is what real account. Real account का क्या rule है? Debit what comes in. Yes. Capital, personal, credit the giver. Next, third, purchase goods for cash. So this is cash purchases. So what is important here? Goods and cash. Okay, both are real account. Right? Both are real account. So purchase क्या किया आपने goods. Real account, debit what comes in. Cash is also real account. Credit what goes out. Okay. Next, fifth, sold goods to Sham. So name is there, party's name is there, means it is credit sales. So journal entry will be what? Yeah. When we are selling on credit, party name is very important. Sham, personal account. What are the golden rules? Debit the receiver. And sales means what are you selling? Obviously goods. Goods is what? Real account. Credit what goes out. Okay. Next, 6th Jan, goods sold for cash. So this is cash sales entry. So what is important here? Goods and cash. Credit sales, what is important? Goods and the party. Okay. Right here. Cash, real account. Debit what comes in. And sales is what goods you are selling. Goods is also real account. Credit what goes out. Okay. Next. 9th Jan, received cash from Sham. What is important here? Cash and Sham. Okay. Write down. Cash is real account. Real account debit what comes in. Sham is personal account. Credit the giver. Okay. See, every transaction I am reminding you with the basics of accounts. I'm first telling you to identify the transactions which is the important part. Then minimum 2 important element होगा, 2 से ज़्यादा भी हो सकता है when there is a combined entry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Instead of passing 2-3 different entries, it's better to pass one combined entry to save time and efforts also, obviously. Yeah. Okay. And then देखो कौन सा type of account है, real, nominal, personal, तीन ही तो है. And then apply their golden rules. ठीक है. Next, Goods purchased from Ram. Again, name de diya na, so it's a credit purchase. Okay. So which two things are important then? Goods is important and Ram is important because it's a credit purchase. So purchase means what? Purchase of goods. Debit what comes in? Ram. Who's Ram? Ram is personal account. So credit the giver. रूल क्या बोलता है? Personal debit the receiver of benefit. Yeah. And credit the giver of benefit. The whole golden rule is this for personal. Next, cash paid to Ram. What is important? Cash and Ram. ठीक है. Ram, who's Ram? Personal account. Debit the receiver. He has received money. Yes. Cash is what? Real account. Credit what goes out. Next, paid office rent. So obviously payment is always in cash. Okay, yeah. Office rent, kharcha hai. It's an expense. Okay. So cash is what? Real account. Journal entry क्या बनेगा? Office rent लिख सकते हो आप लोग. You can even write rent or office rent. Both are correct. So office rent is what? It's a nominal account. Nominal account का rule is what? Debit the expenses and losses. So office rent is an expense to debit. To cash. Cash is what? Real account. Credit what goes out. Next, paid salaries to staff. Again, payment is always in. When paid word दिया मतलब it is in cash. So cash is important and salary, staff salary, that is important. So cash is what? Real. Salary is what? Nominal. So salary is an expense. So as per nominal account, debit the expenses and losses. Salaries. You can even write staff salary account. एक ही बात है. You write either salary or staff salary account. It's one and the same. And it's nominal. It's an expense. Nominal account. It's an expense. So debited. Cash. Cash is what? Real account. Credit what? Goes out. Okay. Last. Return goods by Sham. शाम से हमने क्या किया था? Sales. So he is returning it back. Okay, so this is sales return time sheet. Okay, so sales return में what are you returning back? Goods are coming back to you. Goods is what? Real account. Okay, debit what comes in, and Sham is what? Personal account. Personal account में credit the giver. Okay, so and yeah, you have to total the ledger, I mean journal book also. Yeah, that is also one of the aspects in journal entries. Debit side and credit side, obviously total has to tally, it has to be same, because for every debit we are giving a corresponding credit, so it has to tally, right? Abhi, yeah, now look into this journal entries and accordingly ledgers बनेगा. तो कौन कौन सा ledger बनेगा? पहला cash. Okay, look into the journal entries and then you can decide how many ledgers you have to prepare. The cash, then is capital, second, then Sham ka account, yes, then purchase account, yes, then sales account, yes, sixth, Ram ka account, yes, seventh, rent account, yes, eighth, salary account, yes, staff salary account, yes, ninth, yes, Sham is there. Okay. So eight ledgers though for sure you have to make. See, cash, capital, purchase, sales, sham, ram, rent, salary. Okay, sales return is there. Yeah, sales return is also there. So ninth is sales return account. Okay. So there are 9 ledgers that you have to prepare. Okay. So how you get the count of ledgers? Obviously from the journal. Okay. So these 9 ledgers you have to prepare. This is a detail of a ledger account. Format, debit side, credit side, date particulars. This is journal folio, amount column, date particulars, journal folio, amount column. Okay. Systematically, it is done. First journal entry is what? Cash to capital. So I have a habit of obviously first writing the debit side. So cash to capital. Okay. 2 lakhs, 1st January. Second effect obviously capital में आएगा on the credit side. One effect on the debit side, for every debit there is a corresponding credit. Okay. Second effect, yeah, buy cash. Next, purchase to cash. So purchase account debit, 3rd Jan to cash. Second effect, obviously cash में आएगा on the credit side, buy purchases. Next, sham to sales. Okay. So first go to Sham's account. Sham, debit side to sales. And obviously, second effect will be in the credit side of sales account by Sham. Next, cash to sales. First effect, I'm giving debit side में cash. 6th January, cash to sales. Second effect will go in sales account, credit side, by cash. Sales account, credit side, by cash. Next, cash to Sham. Okay. So debit side of cash, 9th Jan to Sham. Second effect, Shyam's account credit side. Buy cash 9th January 40,000. Next, purchase to Ram. The purchase account debit to Ram. So first go to purchase account. Debit side write down 13 January to Ram. Okay, and second effect will go in Ram account credit side. Buy purchases 13th January 40,000. Next, Ram to cash. So debit side of Ram to cash 20th Jan to cash and cash account के credit side में आएगा by Ram. Next, rent to cash. So rent account debit side to cash 4,000. Second effect cash account के credit side में by rent. Okay, join for 5 minutes. Okay, so we have posted 25th rent account, rent to cash, rent to cash and cash में buy rent. ठीक है, then salary to cash, so salary debit side to cash and cash में credit side by salary. And last was sales return. So sales return to Shyam. Second effect Shyam के books में on the credit side by sales return. Okay, sales return debit and Shyam credit. Fine. So the first process was accounting process. में first is what? Journal, which we have done. Ledger. Second process is ledger. Okay, yeah. अब क्या करने का? Second process में you have to close your ledgers. ठीक है? And third process is what? Subsidiary books. Actually ledger के साथ subsidiary books भी है. Correct? Which I will do in the next lecture obviously. और last में आता है trial balance. So this whole step is accounting process. Okay? So let us first close the ledgers. So when you close your ledgers, yeah, you have to see which side is more. Obviously, debit side total is more. 2 lakhs plus 20 plus 40 is 2 lakhs 60. Okay. So 2 lakhs 60 minus this credit side total. 60 plus 20, 80. 80 plus 4, 84. 84 plus 20. Okay, 1 lakh 4. So minus 1 lakh 4. 1 lakh 56 is my closing balance. Here, closing balance 1 lakh 56. Okay, so we call this as closing balance, or we call it as by balance carried down, which is carried forward in the next month. January khatam ho gaya, next is Feb. To balance brought down. Similarly for capital, yeah. Okay, credit side का total ज़्यादा है. Close the ledger, so you'll get a balance on the debit side. Balance carried down will become your balance brought down. Purchase account, debit side is how much? 60 plus 40, 1 lakh. So credit side में कुछ भी नहीं है, so the balance is 1 lakh. 1 lakh minus 0, 1 lakh. Yeah. So carried down total is now my brought down total in the next month. Sales account, same logic. Credit side 60 plus 20, 80. So my balancing figure is 80. Balance carried down will become your balance brought down in the next month, first day of the next month. Then Sham ka debit side is 60. Credit side is how much? 40 and 50 is how much? 40 and 10 is 50. 60 minus 50 is how much? 10,000. So this is the balance. So this closing balance will become your opening balance. Okay. See, I have told you last also, you can write this way also by closing, and you can write here by opening balance. If you get confused between carried down and brought down. Okay. Then RAM account, same. Credit side is 40, debit side is 20. So where do you write the balance? Jidhar value come hota hai udhar, right? Yeah. So difference is 20. 40 minus 20 is 20. So this closing balance is my opening balance. Then rent, debit side is 4,000. Credit side में कुछ भी नहीं है, so I'll write the balance there. So 4,000. So this closing balance becomes your opening balance. Similarly for salary, debit side total is 20, credit side में कुछ भी value नहीं है, so that is my closing balance. 20,000 minus 0 is 20,000. So this closing becomes your opening. Last sales return, debit side total is 10,000, credit side में कुछ भी नहीं है, तो 10,000 minus 0 is 10,000. So my balancing figure is 10,000. So my closing balance is opening balance for the next month, first date of the next month. Okay, fine. So this completes step 2 of accounting process. Next lecture I'll take a sum where we are doing journal also, ledger also, subsidiary books also. And uske baad I will take journal, ledger, subsidiary books and trial balance of the sums. Okay? Yeah. So I'm ending with the meeting, students. And as I keep saying, update your notes. Yeah, that is very, very important. इसके लिए recorded lectures भी देखना पड़े देख लो, but अपना notes update करो, वरना exam के वक्त तक कहाँ से पढ़ाई करोगे? Okay? Every time you cannot be on mobile or laptop, no? It strain your eyes also. Yeah. So it's better to have a physical copy, physical book, so that everything is there in one book and you don't have to, keep searching. ये वाला notes किधर है, दूसरा chapter किधर है, ये